You're listening to Sheep, where we put the funny back into the news. I'm Andrew Bolton, and with me, as always, my fellow sheepalite, Mel Fessenden. All right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is Wednesday, and it's me, Mel Fessenden.
It is. And I am Andrew, and I jumped the gun.
Yes, you did.
I know, my bad.
Well, I change it up every time, so.
That's true. Oh, wait, I forgot. And together we are Sheep. That was average at best. I'm expecting more from you next time.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was really triumphant last time.
Okay, I'm not going to go as far as to say triumphant.
I think we did describe it as that last time.
I think you did, and then I kind of just nodded
You
along.
didn't deny it, so.
Yeah, same difference.
All right.
Anyways, guys, hope your week is going well so far.
Yeah, the hump day.
Hump day.
So, could be.
Wow.
I don't want to raise my expectations. What if someone's having a horrible week, and they're just like, well, I'm not. Wow.
That's true. Then they'll probably be pretty mad at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, guys, enough of our small talk. Time to get into the crux of it.
Very nice.
All right, so we're starting off with a pretty depressing story.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do well for us.
Well, it's Wednesday. You know.
See? I didn't want to set those high expectations.
I appreciate that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome.
So a cancer survivor, that's not the depressing part, killed after beer keg explodes at 43rd birthday party.
Oh, no. Hopefully they weren't doing the keg stand.
Yeah, that would be the worst way to go. So a Brazilian man died at his own birthday party last week after a beer keg exploded while he was trying to fix it.
Oh.
He was always that person that's handy, too. He's like, no, I got this.
Yeah, exactly. And somebody whined. They're like, the cake's not working.
He was like, don't worry, I'm here. I can fix this.
This was easy, guys.
Yeah, you just cut
Famous last words.
You just cut the red wire. No, the green wire.
I don't think that's how cakes work.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're pretty simple, but I think it's just like once one's broken, there's really not much you can do.
Apparently it's booby-trapped, yes.
Only two options.
Yeah, the Goonies are searching for it, apparently. Yeah, it's the booby-trapped part. Yes. So the tragedy occurred the evening of September 17th after Gilson do Nascimento, 43, rented the booze barrel for his B-Day bash in Campo Bom in the Brazilian state of Rio Grande do Sul, Newsflash reported.
What stinks is because he tampered with it, too, the family probably can't sue the company.
You think so?
I think it depends on how he was tampering with it. Like, if he went out with a hammer and just, like, a chisel.
Yeah, I would say that's... It's pretty racist assuming that's all the Brazilians have.
I really just don't know how to fix one of those, so I assume someone would be like, oh, we'll just canker it over here.
Canker it over here?
Yeah, that's a building term, right?
I don't think so. So, unfortunately, the beer wouldn't come out of the tap properly. So the locksmith shop owner decided to try to repair it himself. Okay, so he's a locksmith shop owner.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So I figured he would have some small tools.
There's nothing I can't open.
Yeah.
Well, it's a locksmith.
That's true.
Yeah.
There was a problem, said Nascimento's niece, who opted to remain anonymous and was at the Sure, I don't know what that is.
Sore.
I
think so. That's how I've always read it.
You said it so confidently. You're like, maybe?
Yeah.
So at the Sore, along with the man's wife, sister, and 15-year-old son. Oh, brutal.
Yeah.
So she said only foam was coming out of the device. My uncle called them the rental company, and they gave him instructions on how to start fixing it until they arrived.
Oh, they gave him instructions. Never mind, you can sue.
Yeah, that's on. You guys will never have to pay for beer again.
And from now on, they'll be like, nobody touch it until we get there.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the same... I'm sure they do. I have no idea.
Yeah.
If they have the
Us
same...
Americans are pretty...
We're Sue happy.
Yes, we are.
Oh, yeah,
we're good at it.
Yeah, we are. We've got it...
we can be a robber in the night and sue the house for their dog attacking me.
That's true. That's happened. Yeah. So tragedy struck, however, when the Drew dispensing device blew up, causing metal shards to hit Nascimento in the head. Ooh. So
how horrifying.
Yeah, pretty brutal. The victim's niece said the family is very shaken by the freak accident. Nascimento's passing is perhaps even more tragic, given that 6 years prior, the family man had battled cancer, which forced him to spend almost 2 months in an ICU. I mean, 6 years. I know that's still...
I don't really know if that really has too much to do with anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds like he's had a bout of bad luck.
Yeah, it's true. I'd be like, I could do anything. I'd be cancer.
Yeah, that's true.
I could fix this. So, police are interviewing witnesses at the scene at the time of the incident, said spokesperson Clovis Ne de Silva, who added that they are currently treating the unfortunate man's death as accidental. Yeah.
I would say so.
I don't think he was murdered, no.
No, that would be a crazy plot twist.
Yeah, what was that movie with Jason Statham where, I'm never going to remember it. There's no point.
This is the one where they steal kidneys?
What? That's a Jason Statham movie? Are you talking about Italian Job?
No,
they just stole gold.
No.
Totally different.
No, I won't remember the name either.
No, it was the one where he would be hired to make murders look like accidents.
Oh, I never saw that one.
Oh, it's a good one. Yeah, Clive Owen's in it. A couple other people. That's usually how a movie works.
Yeah, there's that TV show with your celeb lookalike that
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah, that your parents really like. He basically does that.
Does he? I don't know. I've never seen the movie. It's too creepy.
Oh, it's not a movie. It's a TV show.
Oh, I've never seen the show. I can't...
Yeah, he's basically the loose end tire. When someone has a problem, he takes care of it and ties it up and makes it look like an accident.
Ray Donovan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't watch anything with that guy in it.
Yeah.
It makes me... I watched Manchurian Candidate because he kind of looks like me. And I thought the entire time that I was the Manchurian Candidate. Because have you ever seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
The whole premise is he gets brainwashed into forgetting his past. And
my gosh.
He has a trigger now. So I'm like, maybe it's me. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Have you figured out your trigger? I guess not.
No, not yet. Maybe Pumpernick? No, I'm fine.
I've definitely said that before.
Pumpernickel?
Pumpernickel.
Yeah, I know. And then I throw things at you. So who knows? So, however, authorities are investigating the brewery and delivery company to determine if there was a malfunction in the barrel they supplied. I would say so.
Yeah.
So, the lawyer for the Chop Express, which supplied the keg, insisted that contrary to the niece's prior claims, the customer was told not to touch the equipment as a technician was heading to the house to repair it. Yeah, lawyers.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't trust lawyers.
No, I bet the company was like, no, you just got to do this.
Yeah, it'll be easy. We'll have somebody out there, and they're like hoping that it would work on their own.
Yeah, if there's foam coming out, it's either pressure or frozen. So, but since it was a keg, it's probably just a pressure problem.
When did you become knowledgeable about this kind of stuff?
Being a bartender, you have to keep track of the taps. And we're a dive bar, or we were. I don't work there anymore, but sometimes the Coors Light would come out foamy, and it was just because the machine was so old for a Coors Light, it would freeze over, so you'd have to go unplug it and let all the ice melt off of it.
Oh.
Yeah. No, we had some janky stuff.
All right. So he added that when the keg repairman did arrive, the beer dispenser had already exploded and the victim was dead at the scene. So an autopsy took... Yeah, that'd be pretty funny if the repairman had already got there and the guy goes, no, I can still do this. Like,
Stand back.
Yeah.
Sir, you've had a few drinks. I don't know if you should be doing this.
Actually, I think the problem was he hadn't had a few drinks.
That's true.
So an autopsy took place on September 18th, the morning after his death, and Nascimento was buried the following day at Jardim de Memoria Cemetery in Nova Hamburgo. He was a warrior, a working man, a wonderful family man. He was everything to us. Nascimento's godmother, Angela Maria de Oliveira, told local media. He will be sorely missed in our lives. It was a full house with him. Always a full house, she added. So, and he loved John Stamos, apparently.
Why John Stamos?
Full House.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not good with actor names.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, he's above it, but whatever. He's an icon.
Didn't he have like an anger problem or something?
John Stamos?
Yeah.
No, he had a too good looking problem.
Oh, man.
It's
that's difficult.
Yeah, it's easy to mix those two up. Yeah. Bob Saget and then Uncle Danny. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
Cut it out. That guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now you remember.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on. All right. So this one's interesting. A Colorado man accused of sex with horse flees jail and is promptly returned.
By horseback?
No, I guess apparently they had a horse waiting for him, but he had to get his little fix on before. He should have just rode into
it. It was a trap.
Yeah, it was a trap.
Yep.
So, a man who's accused of having sex with a horse escaped jail Tuesday, but only made it less than a mile before he was caught and landed back behind bars. Jonah Barrett Lesko. Why does he have a hyphenated name? I don't like that.
I don't know either. But isn't a horse too tall? Unless he did like a miniature horse.
I don't know. Maybe he's a tall guy.
Maybe it was a pony.
No, they would have said pony, I think.
That's fair. He needed to move to that place where everyone goes around messing with the donkeys.
That's like Argentina.
Yeah, donkeys are a nice height.
Okay.
And it's acceptable there.
All right, we're moving on fast. So Jonah Barrett Lesko, 25, was captured by police in the Animas River in Durango about 25 minutes after he escaped from La Plata County Jail, police told the Durango Herald. He was first discovered missing when police received a phone call about a man in a jumpsuit running near Office Depot, police told the paper.
I mean, he's the right color for it.
Yeah, he was trying to blend in. He was trying to go next to... no, I think Home Depot is what you're thinking of.
Ah, man. Oh, yeah, you're right. Office Depot's office equipment.
Your lack of knowledge.
It's more of assumption. I just go with my first thought.
You go Depot. Home Depot. But I said office first, right? I didn't hear that. So about 20 minutes later, Durango Police Chief Bob Brammer just happened to be driving by the area when he spotted Barrett Lesko, now in just his boxers, having removed his uniform, running along the river, which is just under a mile from the jail. Man, this guy did not make it far.
No, but he had the right thought. First, you got to get rid of the jumper.
Yeah, and he was trying to get his resume printed out so he could get a job, obviously, at Home Depot, at Office Depot.
I know. Jobs are everywhere nowadays.
Yeah,
Everywhere's hiring. You can get a job with only your boxers on. I'm sure.
You just need that vaccine mandate.
Yeah.
That card to show that you can work. So that's what really attracted my attention to him, because you don't see half-naked people running through the woods in their boxer shorts, Brammer told the Herald. I think both of them would have equally drawn attention, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I would have tried to lay low, I think.
Maybe, come out at night.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been sprinting. That draws a lot of attention. Anytime you see anybody sprinting.
Full-fledged through the woods.
Yeah, unless you're in jogging gear, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you see a guy in a suit running, you're like, transporter?
What are you running from?
Yeah, my gosh. How could you even run in flats like that? So the chief said he and another officer pursued Barrett Lesko several times back and forth across the river before more officers arrived and were able to surround him. He was arrested without struggle. I'm just picturing, when baseball players get stuck between third and home base?
Yeah.
And they're passing the ball back and forth? That's what I'm picturing.
Yeah, probably. He should have, honestly, at that point, he should have just committed to full nakedism. And
Nakedism? Why does it have to be a religion?
He
should have converted.
He should have committed to no clothes at all. That way, people wouldn't want to touch him.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe there's that one apprehensive cop. It's like, I'm trying to wrap my mind around touching this other gentleman with no clothes on.
What is he going to be, just leaning with his crotch every time he runs? Like an anime character,
if that's the form you have to adopt.
But with his hips forward. I don't think so.
Yeah, would you want to put your hands on that type of person?
If it was my job and he was, if I thought he was going to have sex with a horse again, I would do what I had to do. I would
save that pony.
I would take a dick for that horse.
My Little Pony.
Yes. So the animal cruelty charges were dropped as part of a plea deal, and he had been locked up on trespassing charges in connection to several burglaries. Oh, okay.
I don't think they should drop that one.
When he was discovered missing from the... Well, what's funny is he's probably like, that one's really embarrassing. Could you get that one removed off my thing?
I think that one's the one that raises the most red flags of all.
Well, what's funny about it to me is he clearly did the plea so that way he wouldn't be known as the horse person who had sex with a horse.
Yeah.
And then he tries to escape, and then what does this headline do? He's now known as the escapee horse sex guy.
Yeah, that's true. But the charges are dropped. But
he's still known.
Yeah, you gotta pay off the newspaper.
Yeah.
Expunge it from the records.
Yeah. So according to police, Barrett Haskell had been in the rec yard alone at the time of his escape. He was able to get over the wall, police told the Durango Herald. There's a video of him going up the wall and then using his feet on one side and back on the other side. Is this guy just explaining how somebody jumps? I'm really confused.
Nobody could picture how to climb a wall before.
Yeah, they're like, so what he did was he would go right hand, left foot, right foot. It was insanity.
They gotta fill some space in this article.
Yeah, okay, Sheriff's Office, Lieutenant Pat Downs.
Can you tell me what color his boxers were?
Yeah. So it appears he got out of some small hole in the upper fenced-in area of the old rec yard. Barrett Lesko is expected to be charged with felony escape. Well,
yeah.
he tried.
Honestly, well-accomplished escape. Not many people can.
Well, he didn't escape.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, he went for a nighttime jog.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, he didn't really... Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
I'm glad we caught this guy. I do think they should have kept the animal cruelty.
It was a plea deal.
I think that one has the most red flags of all.
In all honesty, a human penis with a horse is not gonna. The horse doesn't even know he's there. And if you're willing to risk sex with a horse after you could get kicked.
It's not like from the animal's point of view. It's more like, what else could this gentleman shoot for next? I feel like he could get worse.
Oh, you think banging a horse is a gateway bang? Is that what you're trying to say?
Could be.
I don't know. I don't think. Agree to disagree.
What if he goes up to a bull next?
Then he knows he's not supposed to grab the bull by the horns. Yeah. All right. So sticking with Colorado, okay?
Okay.
So a Colorado contractor recorded destroying bathroom amid pay dispute.
Ooh. This isn't the first time we've heard about a contractor deciding to destroy his work because they won't pay him.
Yes. I was about to make a bad abortion joke. It's kind of like women destroying their work.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I guess that's kind of relatable.
Comparable. Anyways, a Colorado contractor has been caught on video unleashing his anger like Hulk, apparently. Yeah. Unleashing his anger inside a customer's home after a pay dispute using a sledgehammer to destroy a bathroom he had just renovated.
Should have gone to Judge Judy. She would have fixed that up.
Yeah, but sometimes, with the struggles and the times, I can understand it.
Yeah, but now he's probably going to be sued for personal destruction.
But he built it.
Yeah, but it's still theirs in their home.
Not until they pay it, I don't think.
Yeah, that's true. Like maybe he aimed only for the things he fixed.
Well, here, let's read the story and let's find out.
Okay.
So the footage shared on Reddit shows the livid worker, identified as Terry James Gregory, co-owner of Dream Home Remodels, and Nightmare Destructions, apparently, is his other business that he's part of.
Very good at it.
Yeah. Woo. So swinging the tool inside the home of Amber Truck because she only paid $3,300 of the $7,555 total. The woman had said she wasn't pleased with the work and wanted to inspect it further before forking over the remaining $4,225.
maybe, but it sounds sketchy from her end.
Yeah, it sounds like something. It sounds like the what you would say when you're not wanting to. I want to get a second opinion.
Yeah, exactly. I want to live in it for a little bit, see how it all goes. Then I'll get back to you in a month or two or half a year.
Yeah, exactly. And times are tough right now.
Yeah, that's true. Shouldn't remodel your bathroom then.
Yeah, so we put weeks into this, thousands of dollars into this. The seething worker yells at Truck's roommate, who had let him in Saturday to pick up their equipment, KKTV reported. Oh. Roommate. As he destroys the bathroom, the roommate is heard saying, "Sir, I understand. Sir, please stop. Please stop." But he turns to her menacingly and says, "Is somebody going to pay me? Let me tell you something. No contractor in the state of Colorado will fix that when they find out that I took it back because they refused to pay me." It's a pretty good point.
Yeah, I feel like she's learning a tough lesson. I still don't know if it's okay, because what if there were still like working utilities before he went around and did his work, and now he's completely demolished it?
Well, I think, let's see how much he destroyed.
Okay. All
right. So the woman tells him that the house was not his to demolish. "This is my property. I have receipts for everything," he yells back, pointing at her.
Yeah.
That's kind of true. So the woman again says she understands, but the unhinged contractor continues to hammer at the tile, yelling, "No, you effing don't."
Yeah, I don't know how she can claim receipts for everything when she hasn't paid them all the way.
No, he's claiming receipts for everything.
Oh, I see.
He goes, "This is my property. I have receipts for everything in here."
Yeah, you got to pay for what he bought.
Yeah. So Truck told KKTV that she was waiting to pay the balance of the bill until she could inspect the rest of the work.
That sounds weird. You can do a once over in like an hour or two.
Yeah, it depends how, like, if this was like within like a week, that's too short a time. But if it's like a month or two, yeah, I could see you getting frustrated, especially, like I said, with the trying times that we have right now.
Yeah, exactly. And he put weeks into this. He could have found a contract somewhere else.
Yeah. So and plus a lot of times they're putting their own money into these renovations until they get paid and reimbursed, right? And so it's kind of like it really is his money.
Man, unhinged though. Who's gonna fix him?
There's no therapist in the world that would take that after this. So I don't have the words for what happened in this room, she said, showing the station. Invoices indicated that she made the partial payment. I don't have the words.
I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I should have paid the man.
Yeah.
And then left a horrible review so that nobody ever hired him again.
Yeah, that's what you should have done.
Yeah.
Or you just should have... Well, no, I can understand going, "Listen, he did a crappy job. I'm not paying him for a crap job." But you got to inspect the work. When you say, "Let me inspect it," you live at the place. It's not like you have to travel to go inspect the work.
Yeah, exactly. If there's a part that you're unhappy with, you got to point it out to the gentleman.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you put it off like that.
Well, we don't know if she... Let's keep reading. We'll find out.
All right, you're right.
Yeah. I like pushing you down a certain path and then going, hold the phone.
I know, right?
It's my favorite thing to do.
I've been well trained in that regard.
Yeah. I'm like a matador. I'm like, "See the red flag. See, there's nothing there. You fool."
I'm like, "Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Butterfly."
So that's what you think bolts are after.
It's a very nice bowl.
Yeah.
Never had a disposition for it.
No.
They forced him into that trade.
Well, actually, they do normally.
Yeah.
I would say most of them are not lining up at the door to be.
I have a lot of rage.
Yeah. You would be perfect. So showing the station invoices indicating that she made the partial payment for the $3,300 I've already paid. I now have nothing. The woman told KRDO they showed up with just a crowbar, a sawzall, and a sledgehammer.
Oh, man. So what I can assume from this is they left, gave her time with the place, came back, and they're like, "Hey, are you going to pay us? Have you looked over the place?"
Yeah, the other thing, too, is it's like, if they still had tools there, I'm thinking that, like they said that they were there to pick up more their tools that they left there, right?
Yeah.
So if they actually did have tools there, the project couldn't have been done for that long. Because you don't leave tools at a place unless they were lying about having to go pick up tools.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be for that, because you would want to present it with it all being polished and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. So let's keep going. So watching it just brings tears to my eyes. It makes me sick. It makes me scared. This is more than just trashing my bathroom. My sense of safety is gone, Truck said.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, she's really milking this one.
Also, if you're unhappy with the work, does the bathroom look that bad?
Well, now it does.
Well, I don't know. She was dissatisfied already.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, why are you so attached to it if it was bad work?
That's true. This is more than just trashing my bathroom, though. My sense of safety is gone. Victim card.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be wowed, and I wasn't wowed.
She wanted to be Instagrammed.
Yeah, she wanted to be. She wanted her contractor to be Tom Hanks from from Terminal.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Where's my waterfall?
Yeah.
My mosaic waterfall.
Yeah. Where is this?
You weren't gonna take it upon yourself to put that in there?
So I wanted to be wowed, and I wasn't wowed. Well, now you are. But I knew she was coming back Friday to clean. But I knew she was coming back Friday to clean things up, and I figured maybe I'd be more impressed than she said. Maybe that's a typo. It's supposed to be he.
Yeah.
She said, referring to Dream Home Remodelers co-owner Jordan Cazares.
Could be a girl name too.
All right, yeah. So I was not going to pay them until I saw the actual finished product. In a statement, Cazares, who was also at the scene, pushed back against Truck's account and claimed she's received death threats after the incident.
It's just, I wouldn't understand why somebody who's in the business of remodeling places would want to go this route of offending their current
Yeah, it seems like you're never gonna. It sounds like both of these people just blackballed themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, why would I want to work? Why would I want to do business with you when this is the outcome? Mm-hmm. And then also, on both ends, right? You're like, I'm not gonna do work for you if you're a person that doesn't pay, but also, I'm not gonna do work with you if you're a person that does this type of crap.
Yeah, exactly. When you don't get paid.
Yeah.
It's still reasonable, but at the same time, it does like
street justice.
Yeah.
This is Wild West.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I can't account for anything you could do. No. I have no idea.
So after several weeks of work for a customer, communications broke down at the end of a project. There was no displeasure expressed, and we proceeded to ask for payment on the project by the end of the day, she told KRDO. So yeah, it is a female. So communication broke further after that and resulted in our company repossessing a tile shower. We regret that this contract went sour. It has never happened before, and it is not something that is made regular practice. So she's the business one, and he's the construction guy.
Oh, okay.
Cazares said that there were several other projects in the contract that Truck refused to pay for, including a vanity mirror, light fixture, 2 ceiling fans, plumbing work, fixing rotten framing in her walls, and an exterior door replacement. Okay, so there's even more.
Yeah, I don't know. As someone who's getting their bathroom fixed, unless I trusted the contractors, I wouldn't put this big project on them unless they had like a reliable source to back them up. So I would say these contractors probably knew what they were doing.
Yeah, I agree, but this is a bit extreme. I think so. Truck insisted that she paid for those items and said she plans to sue the company. Yeah, that was just dumb of the guy to do this.
Yeah, he went all man on it.
You can't solve things like that with. No, you have to be petty.
Yeah, you gotta bring all your paperwork.
Yeah, you gotta be Tom Petty, and you gotta take this to the courts. Yeah. You can't do anything else. All right, moving on. Here we go, guys. So this is the Gabby Petito Brian Landry
Oh yeah.
case continuation, part 3.
Yep.
Anyways, so they found the body.
Yep, and they did the autopsy on Tuesday yesterday.
Yep, and it was her.
Yep.
Unfortunato. So I guess you wouldn't want it to be somebody else either.
Yeah.
So.
No, but it is like if it hadn't been her, then there was still a chance that she was out there.
Yeah, right.
That was the point you
Unfortunately
were making
for
that
the
you
family.
forgot. Yeah.
Unfortunately for the family, but you're like, for example, you wouldn't want it to be somebody else either.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's a politician.
Yeah.
Brian Landry reportedly shared cryptic messages on Pinterest.
When? Now?
I don't know. We're going to find out. So Gabby Petito's missing boyfriend, Brian Landry, apparently shared cryptic and foreboding images and messages on Pinterest, including one last month that read, "Don't try to find me. I have finally escaped my master's wicked clutches."
That is weird.
According to a report. Yeah, this is the problem with all these poetic guys. They're so tormented inside.
I also thought like Pinterest was like self-projects.
Well, maybe this was maybe he
made a poster of himself.
Maybe he ironed it onto a sweater. I don't know.
Bedazzled it.
Yeah.
So he's. Are we assuming that Monster is the girl in this regard? Gabby?
No, I think he's trying to say he's the master.
Oh, okay.
I think
she said she was for you to the master.
No. He wrote this.
Okay.
But he said, "Don't try to find me. I have finally escaped my master's wicked clutches." So is he trying to say that he's the master and he knows that he has wicked clutches? Or is he trying to say that he believes that she was the master?
Oh. So was he posting as her?
No, this is on... this is his thing.
Okay.
This is his Pinterest.
Okay.
And a guy with Pinterest, can you really trust a guy with Pinterest?
I honestly forgot Pinterest existed.
Yeah, I've it sounds like the dumbest thing in the world. But I just don't trust men with Pinterests.
Maybe he was good at knitting beanies to help his head keep warm.
Yeah, he's bald. So the 23-year-old who has been named a person of interest or a person of Pinterest in the Long Island native's homicide appeared to post under the account at Blandry1197, although it has not been confirmed according to The Sun. But the news outlet noted that the account shares albums with a page belonging to Landry's slain girlfriend and apparently his mother, Roberta. Social media sleuths who have opined about their theories and shared their online discoveries about the mystery have focused their attention on Pinterest, where Landry apparently pinned a post titled "The Opposite of Lost," the outlet said. So is this one of these guys that's like attractive because he's like tormented inside?
I think that's what he's trying to delve into. But I think he really gave into his demons in that regard.
Yeah, well...
That's when you gotta remember you can't fix everyone.
Well, yeah, you also can't take a road trip with these psychopaths.
Oh, God, right?
Yeah, so don't try to find me. I have finally escaped my master's wicked clutches, reads the post with an image of a purple and pink clouds that appear to have originated from a missing dog flyer in Oregon in 2006, according to The Sun.
That's dark.
Who would save a missing dog flyer? You psychopath. He goes, "This is just so mean." Especially because it was from 2006. So let's say he's 23. And so 97, 98 maybe.
Yeah.
So he was 9. What a weirdo.
Yeah, he seems like an individual that thinks he has deep thoughts, but really all they are dark thoughts.
Yeah, he goes, "I'm deep." You're like, "What are you thinking of?" "Cutting." Like what? He goes, "Things." You're like, "You're a weird dude." So to the others I say, join me. Bite the hand that feeds you. Vive la liberté, Pierre, it adds. It was unclear whether when the item was posted. So another post in the Bite the Hands That Feed You. Isn't that 9 Inch Nails?
What is?
That's a song from 9 Inch Nails.
I think it's also just a saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
So another post in the folder titled "My Heart" contains a quote from the 1999 movie Fight Club that reads, "It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything." Okay. This guy, it sounds like he planned this.
Yeah.
It's...
I think he was going down that hill.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he was on the path to just kind of...
The more I find out about this guy, the more I think he's
an emotional nutbag.
Yeah, at first I was like, maybe there was an accident.
Well, we saw that footage from the body cam of the cop, and he seemed very calm and collected. But at the same time, I feel like if he is like a sociopath or something, he would know how to copy the normal emotions that people display in order to kind of chameleon his way out of it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So, about 5 weeks ago, a post in a folder titled Bleak referred to the book Burnt Out, How to Cope with Autistic Burnout, according to the news outlet. So maybe he's autistic. So autistic burnout is when autistic people can't do things they used to because of how little energy they have left. It takes a whole lot more energy to function whilst being autistic and do basic tasks such as remembering to eat or doing laundry, a synopsis reportedly reads.
Honestly, I think this guy was searching for excuses to not figure himself out.
Yeah.
I think he just kept focusing on things that explained away his bad habits.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So burnout leaves us feeling weak and exhausted, it adds.
How about a good activity, sir? Like hiking.
But what's interesting, apparently, is burnout makes it so you post everything.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
right? You never forget to do that.
That's a side effect of being burnout, apparently. Yeah. So one user reportedly noted a disturbing post with "My Baby" inscribed on a headstone in artwork designed by Sasha Strange, and the words, "She'll never find a sweet man like me."
Ugh.
I don't, my sister's dating a weirdo like this.
Yeah.
And, because maybe because people like the post and stuff like that. And when people like it, I'm like, what is wrong with, and granted, it's like 6 people.
All I can say is the people that like the post, not hating on them or anything, but I don't think they're like thinking it really through in regards to what this perfect stranger's going through. And they're just kind of like, yeah, thumbs up to that, dude.
Yeah, I think people are addicted to just clicking a like button.
Yeah, exactly. And then the people that post this type of thing,
they go, I've got support.
That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, support.
Yeah. Their crazy ideas exonerated by the rest of us.
Yeah. All right. So it also came out, we're not going to really talk about it too much, but Gabby's father was on Dr. Phil.
Oh, yeah?
And I guess he used to, of course, Gabby Petito's father goes, I never liked any of the guys she ever dated, which is normal for a father.
Yeah.
Right? But he used to refer to them as their, like, female names. So he used to call him Brianna.
Yeah, that usually means that the father views you as overly emotional.
Well, he used to do it to all of them, apparently. All the boyfriends that she would bring home.
Maybe that was her type.
Was emotionally kind of like shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it's a weird type that some girls have.
Yeah. Well, they want there's that big search for the emotional guy.
Yeah, women need to realize that I know women are always like we want a guy that's emotional. Men need to be more in touch with their emotional side, right? And ladies, you got to realize that you guys are spokesmen for this, right? And you're not making it look good.
That and you guys are constantly kind of just shutting down your emotions.
What, guys are?
Yeah, because a guy having a freak out just does not look good.
No, it doesn't.
It's frowned upon.
It's very frowned upon. We start posting on Pinterest. We start pretending to have autism. It's crazy.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What was the autism called? I've never heard of that before.
Burnout.
Burnout autism.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. It's something that. What's funny is that it's like I feel like everybody can be burnt out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just an autistic thing. It's like, yeah.
I feel like it's more of a depression thing.
It is more of a depression thing
than autism.
But what do I know? I didn't read the book.
Fair enough.
I don't have Pinterest. I'm not worldly.
And I won't be signing up anytime soon. So,
yeah.
That ship sailed. Or will be. Still not going to get on it.
Wow. That's a quote.
Tattoo that.
Yeah. Yeah, on your back and part of your thigh. That's how much space you need for that one. Okay. Moving on.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so an Oregon school staffer on leave for wearing Rosa Parks blackface in vaccine protest. You know who Rosa Parks is?
Yeah. So what are they mad about?
I'm not sure if it's the vaccine protest or the blackface. Probably a little bit of both.
They do like to combine things nowadays.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay, so let's see how this person did this.
Nice little combo displeasure.
Yeah. So a staffer at an Oregon elementary school. Oh, elementary. It's elementary, my dear. So a staffer at an Oregon elementary school showed up to work in blackface and was booted off campus for the unfathomably offensive gesture, district officials said. This is unfathomably offensive? This is how far we've gotten that this is unfathomable?
Yeah, right. I could fathom it.
I can I can fathom.
But also, I could disagree. I just think she's trying to be authentic.
Well, for me, it's like, is it offensive? Could I see people be offended by this? Sure. Unfathomably?
I don't even know how to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. What to feel about.
I think there's worse things in the world that are, whatever.
So they were being Rosa Parks to show that they won't go with what is being preached nowadays?
I guess so.
Is their point? I kind of like it.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not really sure. So Newburgh Public Schools denounced the employee who wasn't identified by the district in a statement Monday, days after the special education assistant at Mabel Rush Elementary School reportedly darkened her face with iodine on Friday to protest a looming vaccine mandate for public school workers. Yeah. Forcing people to get a vaccine against their will, that's fathomable. But this, unfathomable.
Yeah, I kind of get her point, though. Just, because Rosa Parks was, like, one of the most memorable, got that word down.
Yeah.
People for just putting their foot down for her beliefs.
Yeah, that's true. Or her butt down, as
she was good at it.
Yeah, nobody sat.
Really took that seat.
Yeah, nobody sat like her. So I am horrified, angry, and ashamed that this happened, as is nearly every other staff member. Superintendent Joe Morlock said. Bullcrap.
Honestly, I want to say you have to think about it more, and I don't mean to say that to people in charge of education, but don't you have to look at it for like the deep message it is?
I think that I think blackface is just, so what I like to say is, with comedy, I've said this a bunch of times, people aren't looking for context anymore. They're looking for key words to be offended by, or key sentiments to be, or key whatever to be offended by, right? It doesn't matter what the sentiment is behind it. For example, I am very careful in the words that I use when I do stand-up comedy and I talk about, I'll never say, fag, because they're looking for that word to be offended by. But I can say some pretty offensive stuff and use the term gay or homosexual.
Yeah.
And nobody seems to bat an eye. But I could say something good and say, I go, yeah, that guy's my best friend. I mean, he's a fag, but he's my best friend. And people would get mad at me saying he's a fag.
Yeah.
Not saying, I can't imagine how he lives like that. I mean, being gay. Nobody would bat an eye at that.
Yeah.
People bat an eye at words, and they're looking for certain sections to be. They're trained nowadays to look at things and hear key words. It's like Alexa. Like Alexa's waiting for you to say Alexa. That's right. What people are doing nowadays.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I am. Let's see. Oh, so the students of color in Newburgh deserve so much more. This goes against everything I and the vast majority of NSD staff believe, and it is unfathomably offensive. This is just a white guy trying to cover his butt.
It sounds like he's like, I don't know what everyone else is mad at, but I'm just gonna put a blanket statement.
Unfathomable. So the staffer, special education assistant Lauren, I'm going to screw up your name, I apologize, Pefferle, donned blackface to look... Wait, I thought they said the... So, wait. So Newburgh police denounces the employee who wasn't identified by the district. And then it comes down here and they go, the staffer, special education... You guys are full of it.
Oh, gosh.
Special education assistant Lauren Pefferle donned blackface to look like civil rights icon Rosa Parks as a form of protest against Governor Kate Brown's mandate for all K-12 public school employees to be vaccinated by October 18th, the Newburgh Graphic reported on Monday.
Let's look at this objectively. If she hadn't put on blackface, would we have known who she was?
No, but that's the same type of argument that people make when they say, I burned the flag so I could get attention.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, there was this kid who went to some Ivy League school, and he burned a flag, and he got a lot of attention from it, right? Mm-hmm. And then he went on, I think it was Tucker Carlson, and he said, they asked him why he would burn the flag, and he goes, well, to bring attention to myself. He said, I had to do something extreme in order to bring attention to myself.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he was celebrated for that at his school.
Yeah,
it's
right.
A little different.
Crazy.
You can burn a flag, but you can't put on blackface. So a fellow staffer at the school who requested anonymity to be anonymous. Oh, I don't know why I can't say this damn word. A fellow staffer at the school who requested anonymity, there was closest, identified Pefferle to the weekly newspaper as the employee who showed up in blackface. Okay, so somebody just a fellow staffer, of course.
Yeah.
District officials had said that they would not identify the employee since it was a personal matter, the outlet reported. So I think she could sue now.
I think so too.
District officials said in a statement that the worker was removed from the location and later put on administrative leave. It is important to remember how blackface has been used to misrepresent black communities and do harm, district officials said. Although I will say, the majority of black communities right now are unvaccinated. So, is it really misrepresenting it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it's like in New York City, it's something like 70%.
Yeah, right.
And so you're going
in one of the places that really wants the vaccination.
Well, they're
pushing for it.
Oh, they're pushing for it, right? So we acknowledge the violence this represents and the trauma it evokes, regardless of intention. See what I mean?
Yeah, they're like, we understand that you had your own intentions, but we're gonna put ours on it.
Yeah, no. We're putting all of this onto this one thing. Should she have done it? No, it was a dumb idea. But they're putting literally everybody's wrongdoing, whoever wore blackface, onto this one person who wore blackface.
Right, because there has been people that have just done it for solely bad intentions. But I think in this regards, I think she was trying to be like, hey, here's this person that we all know and regard very well who stood up for her beliefs, and I want to be that person through her.
Yeah, but context doesn't matter.
I know, it's baffling.
So the troubling incident is the latest example of racist behavior in Newburgh, Morlock said. We've seen some dehumanizing and deeply disturbing expressions of racism in recent days involving our district, the superintendent said. Really, have you? As always, our deepest concern is for the well-being of our students and our staff. Morlock's statement did not detail those incidents. Of course, just a blanket statement of saying, there's some racism going around here.
Yeah.
But a Newburgh high school student was connected to a slave trade Snapchat group last week, which prompted a student-led protest, according to the Newburgh Graphic. Oh. Actually, I think I remember reading about that. It was a bunch of kids who would, they were putting, it was a Snapchat called Slave Trade, and...
Oh, yeah, they were putting prices on people, right?
They were putting prices on fellow kids and saying, how much would you pay for this kid?
Bad kid joke.
Well...
That's all I can write it off as.
So I will say, there was... I'm not sure because I didn't get to the full context of it, but I think that it was like there were white kids, black kids, brown. Every type of kid was in the slave trade Snapchat, but the story just led on the fact that they did it to a black kid.
Oh.
And so, like I said, they're just looking for keywords.
Yeah, very specific part of things.
They're looking for keywords to be offended by instead of looking at the thing as a whole.
I want to say that's poor journalism.
I don't know if it's journalism. I don't know if it's just the way the world's kind of going nowadays. I honestly don't know. So the school board is also considering a ban on Black Lives Matter flags and pride displays, as well as other political symbols, the newspaper reported. I would say keep politics out of schools, especially K through 6th grade.
Right.
We don't need to be... we have enough annoying people. Let's keep things not political.
Right. The kids shouldn't have to deal with them.
No.
You shouldn't have to deal with annoying people until you're an adult.
Oh, exactly. Once you hit 18, sure.
Exactly. Welcome to the real world. Where you have to exist with these freaks.
Yeah. So district spokesman Greg Koselka said at a press conference Monday that no students witnessed Friday's incident. Unfathomable. Koselka said he couldn't say what might happen to the employee, but added that the staffer could face termination.
They're trying to find a way to terminate her. I think that's all that means. They're like, we don't know how to fire her yet, but we're looking for a way.
Well, because then if they fire her, they have to give her a platform.
Exactly.
So KATU reports that the district school board has set a special meeting for Wednesday for public comment on recent actions and upcoming decisions that may include the ban on political or controversial displays. Yeah, I don't think you have any... Keep the political crap out of schools. Teach the kids. That's your job. So, should this lady be able to protest getting the vaccine? Sure. Should she be wearing blackface at school? No.
Yeah, the kids don't even know who Rosa Parks is. I don't think we learned about her till maybe 5th grade.
No. Well, that's 5th grade, right?
Yeah.
So that's K through 6th. Remember, you got held back too, so...
Mine was K through 5th.
Mine was K through 6th.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just think that the political crap, kind of like when you're going into work and they see leave your problems at the door. Same thing. Leave your political ideologies, leave your problems at the door. Just focus on teaching these kids.
Yeah. Teaching these kids how to be successful.
Yeah,
as they grow up.
Well, no, teach them math. They're in 6th grade.
Yeah,
teach
exactly.
them math and science and everything that you need to do.
Well, that's what I mean by successful. Your alphabet. How to spell. How to do math.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, sorry. I got worked
Just the basic knowledge that is needed to kind of prosper. Or at least have the potential to prosper once you go to college or once you get a job.
Yeah. So the State Board of Education has called on the Newburgh School Board to reverse course on the effort to ban the BLM flags, pride displays, and any other perceived political symbols. Why? So the controversial policy was approved by Newburgh's School Board in August and will be up for possible approval later this month. All right, whatever. I'm just glad that I got through school without it being too political. I'm not sure if it wasn't too political or I just wasn't a good enough student to pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was probably just not that good a student, but I'm trying to, like...
Yeah, like the political pundits that were in school were like, no, this kid's gonna... We don't need him on our side. he's a moron.
Yeah, maybe we just weren't picked.
Yeah, they're like, no, you...
That's what those special... Remember the really smart kids? They'd always go away to those special classes.
Are you talking about advanced placement?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was called.
I had only dreamed of it. They actually told you what it stood for?
They made it, yeah. They did make it just sound like very elite. But, yeah, that's where they took those kids. No, they just, I want to say...
To the indoctrination centers?
No, they learned long division faster and stuff like that. I want to say.
Yeah,
that's what they told us.
Yeah, that's how it was. Okay.
Oh, man. No wonder my friend all of a sudden wanted to go to college, and she knew which one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, she chose Yale in like 4th grade.
I think it's pronounced y'all.
We were in Virginia.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Okie dokie.
All right, so this is the last story I've got for you guys today.
Oh, all right.
All right. So, Yeah, it depends how fast we get through it.
All right.
So a pair, as in like a duo, okay, a pair caught trying to smuggle large KFC order to locked down Auckland, Australia. No, wait, New Zealand.
What's Aukland?
It's a city.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like it's a very northern city in New Zealand. It's like the largest city in New Zealand.
Okay. So they were trying to smuggle some fast food to themselves?
Yes.
How the world has changed.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Food wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of ridiculous. So the chickens come home to roost. I always think of Bobby Boucher's mama.
Oh, yeah?
The chickens have come home to roost, Bobby Boucher.
I think of the rooster from Bugs Bunny.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That guy?
Mm-hmm.
So, 2 men have been accused of foul play. Ha, foul. I saw that pun. I'm smart. Yeah, you see that? I could have been indoctrinated, you morons.
Missed one.
Yeah.
He had great potential.
I could have shown you the world. So 2 men have been accused of foul play after being caught trying to enter New Zealand's largest city with a huge stash of KFC in the trunk of their car in violation of strict COVID-19 lockdown rules, The Guardian reported.
I imagine it's hard to cover the smell.
Yeah, especially because...
Fried chicken's pungent.
I know. They wrap it in a bag. They go, what's in here? It's a dead body. Drugs. They go, I smell fried chicken, you idiots. So police were on patrol Sunday on the outskirts of Aukland when they noticed a suspicious-looking vehicle traveling on a gravel road. And upon seeing the police car, the vehicle did a U-turn and sped off, trying to evade police.
Quick, eat all the chicken!
Yeah. Throw it outside! Get rid of it!
I need my dipping sauce.
Yeah. Where's the gravy and mashed potatoes? Drink it! Who cares?
It burns!
That actually sounds really good. I'm starving.
I am getting very hungry. I'm ready to, imagine smelling it all.
We should do fried chicken on Monday. For the football game. That'll be good, yeah. So we'll let you know if we do get fried chicken. So the vehicle was searched and police located the cash, oh my God, alongside empty ounce bags and large amount of takeaways, added the police official who said over, this is a weird statement, who said over 100,000 New Zealand dollars or $70,000 cash was found. So were these guys like drug runners, but with food?
I guess the need has changed, Andrew.
Yeah, supply and demand. Good for these guys, to be honest with you.
They were making bank.
This is like prohibition, but for fried chicken. This is nuts.
Ah, man, the world is addicted to fast food, and this goes to show how much we still need it.
Well, I also think it's crazy that people are in lockdown. I mean, this is nuts.
Yeah, to this extent.
You can't go out to go get fried fast food. You can stay in your car and go get it through drive-thru. You're not allowing that. You guys are sick and wrong. So police images show at least 3 buckets of chicken, several containers of coleslaw, and an undisclosed quantity of fries. Oh my God, you drug mules. This is unfathomable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm unfathomably offended by this.
Oh, that illegal MSG.
I know. Oh my God. Just fattening it up. So the finger-licking suspects were traveling from Hamilton about 75 miles south of the city, police said. New Zealand has changed since I've been there. Man,
shoot. I wonder if they're they've got territories now and these guys were just the KFC guys. We got some Pizza Hut guys.
You don't want to mess with Taco Bell.
Oh, gosh, no.
The cartel down there is intense.
Very cutthroat.
Yeah. Yeah. They'll slit your throat if you're a Jack in a Box and you think you're trying to get that $1 tacos. Tacos around, anything taco related, Taco Bell.
And sleuths are just using their best sniffers to track them down.
Hey, they don't even need trained dogs anymore. It's just any dog off the street. I
smell a Whopper.
Yeah. What is this? They've got him in an interrogation room. So under Auckland's level 4 lockdown rules, the strictest in the country, Restaurants, including takeout services, remain closed and everyone must stay home, according to CNN. So the rest of the country is at a level 2, with eateries, cafes, bars, and nightclubs open.
What?
This is ridiculous.
It's just, it seems very contradictory. We're like, you can't get this fast food, but you can go to a nightclub and grind on somebody.
Yeah. It's pretty people are pretty terrified of the COVID of COVID.
I know, I understand being terrified. But they're wrapping their minds around it in such a way that it's just not a slate of everything. It's kind of like, this is okay to do because I really, really like doing this. But this is bad.
Well, that's kind of what we're doing in the U.S., right? Like, depending which side you're on, it's okay to go out and protest. Depending which, if you're a celebrity or not, you can go to gatherings. Depending on whether or not, so there's double standards there. But it's football season. You don't have to wear a mask anymore. There's some weird double standards, and I think the United States is getting out of it a little bit. People are starting to get fed up with it. You can tell.
Well, it's kind of like they're pissing on us and calling it rain.
That's true.
And I think that's what people are like, what is the point anymore?
I guess what they're trying to do by this story is say, at least we're allowing you to get fried chicken.
Like, is New Zealand fat? Is that the reason they're just doing this undercover?
No, New Zealand's actually pretty thin.
Yeah, exactly. If anything, U.S. should adopt this system.
And it's pretty underpopulated, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got. The rest of the country is open at a level 2, with eateries, cafes, bars, and nightclubs open. Okay. So the suspects aged 23 and 30 will appear in court on charges of breaching the COVID-19 Public Health Response Act. They face up to 6 months in the slammer or a fine of up to... Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to put you in a confined space with other people.
Can we have our KFC there?
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Mystery meat every day.
So where are these people getting groceries if they can't even get food from fast food places?
I don't know.
Right?
I know.
Somebody's going to handle food somewhere along the line.
Yeah. I have no idea. So they face up to 6 months of slammer or a fine of up to 4,000 New Zealand dollars or 2,800, which equates to 2,800 American dollars.
That is too expensive.
According to The Guardian. Yeah, that's not on the dollar menu. So on Tuesday, Aukland will move to alert level 3, under which travel is only allowed for permitted movement, like commuting to work or school. Wow.
No nightclubs then?
No nightclubs. Still no nightclubs. You can't get your bump and grind on. You got to go to Queensland to do that.
Yeah.
Or was it Queenstown? One of the two. So, the country of about 5 million residents has reported more than 4,800 confirmed COVID cases and 27 deaths, according to Johns Hopkins University.
I don't mean to sound...
Like, so what?
Unsensitive or insensitive to the 27 deaths. But for 5 million people and only 27 deaths...
Yeah, and they just had their first case like a month ago.
Yeah, this lockdown seems a bit exaggerated.
It's very much so. And this is why these people are kind of losing it, right? But they're also trying to just bury it as fast as possible.
Yeah, right.
But at the same time, I don't know. See, it seems like overkill for you, to be honest with you. I don't know. Alrighty, guys.
Yep.
Well, that's all we've got for you. I hope you are now starving.
And just know you can get KFC.
Yeah.
Well, or whatever you would like. Get some deep dish pizza from Pizza Hut.
And do they do that?
They should.
Okay, you've heard it here first, folks.
One of them has it.
Yeah, well, one of them does.
Maybe Domino's. They would have that unhealthy stuff at Domino's.
Yeah, I don't trust Domino's anymore. But anyways, alrighty, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Sheep
Stay classy out there, everyone.
There you go.